Hello everyone, I'm Lori Bain from League City, Texas, which is a suburb of Houston, or Galveston, depending on who you ask, because I'm halfway between those two cities, but I'm sure everybody knows of Houston, Texas at least. And we are going to celebrate the holidays by making a little face cream gift that you can give to the girlfriends in your life, or even the guy friends in your life if they have dry skin. So let's get started. Let me show you what we're going to need first. You're going to need half a cup of coconut oil, not fractionated coconut oil, but the solid type of coconut oil. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of almond oil, a tablespoon of cocoa butter. Now this is the greasiest component of this face cream. So because I live in a pretty tropical area that's very humid year round, I actually cut this in half, and I found it was better for me personally. But if you live in a cooler climate where it's going to be cold all the time and you're going to be in heat and it dries your skin out, go for the full tablespoon. I think you'll find it more hydrating. And of course you're going to need a 4-ounce glass jar to put this in, and the recipe I'm going to give you makes 1 4-ounce jar, so you'll need to double or quadruple or whatever to make more gifts for your friends and family. And the reason that we're using a glass jar as opposed to plastic or aluminum is that these are potent essential oils, and rubber and plastic can actually deteriorate the potency of the oil. So you want to make sure you use a glass container. I chose cobalt blue because it's my favorite color, but you could use an amber glass container. You could use a clear glass container, but those of you who know about essential oils know that blue or amber are preferred because they keep out the light, which further can deteriorate the ingredients, especially the essential oils. And then the stars of our show, of course, you're going to need 5 drops of Young Living essential oil and 5 drops of frankincense essential oil. Now you might be wondering, why these particular oils? And there are other recipes and whatnot for face creams that you'll find online. But frankincense in particular is used in a lot of body creams and skin creams and things like that. For one thing, it can reduce the appearance of wrinkles. Yeah, I'm looking pretty good today. It can also reduce the appearance of dark spots, or age spots as they're sometimes called, and stretch marks, things like that. So frankincense is great for that. So even if you don't end up making this face cream, I recommend putting a drop or 2 into whatever you normally use to moisturize your skin, because it can help with all of those things. And then the lavender is great for treating acne, eczema, insect bites, burns, things like that. Plus it just smells nice. The finished product, when we're done, is going to look a little something like this. You'll notice, it's very solid, nothing falling out. And it smells, I wish we had smell-o-vision. It smells really nice. It's a very delicate scent. So I think men and women would enjoy this, and it's not overpowering or anything like this. Now I mentioned that it's a face cream, but I would probably use it more on my body. As I said, because I live in a tropical climate where it's very humid pretty much year round. After moving here 18 years ago, I found that I really didn't need the moisturizer I used to need. And I have pretty dry skin and dry hair. So either cut down on the amount of cocoa butter or use it as a body cream instead of a face cream if you don't want a more, I don't want to say greasy because it's not really a greasy feeling, but a more moisturized feeling on your face. The only other things you're going to need are a hand mixer or a stand mixer, either one, because you're going to need to mix all of these ingredients for about 4 or 5 minutes. And then finally, to decorate your jars, you're going to want, a pretty holiday ribbon or something like that, a tag. You might even want waterproof and oil-proof labels that you can label the jar with the ingredients as well as how to use it. So obviously for this one, you would write something along the lines of, after cleansing your skin, apply this moisturizer. But I would include the ingredients too, just in case somebody is allergic to something or they don't particularly like cocoa butter or something like that. There are free gift tags you can download on the internet as well. I got these from sarahtitus.com. They were absolutely free on her site. She has a blog that I follow, and it's sarahtitus.com, and I just thought they were very cute. And some of these little light blue ones would look great with my cobalt blue jars. So let's get started. All right, so we're back. So I've already measured out a half cup of the coconut oil. I didn't think you'd want to sit here and watch me measure out my ingredients. So I measured out half a cup of coconut oil. It's a little hard to get out of the jar. You could, I suppose, nuke it a little bit in the microwave and make it more liquidy to make it easier to measure it out. But I like to measure it as a solid simply because that way I know I'm getting the right amount. Just scrape that off into the bowl. And then I'm going to put in my 2 teaspoons of almond oil. 1 and 2. I'm making a mess here, but that's okay. That's what this is all about. And by the way, this is a rather messy prospect just because of the ingredients being kind of oily, so I recommend keeping a paper towel or a dish towel or something handy. And then we've got our 1 tablespoon of cocoa butter. And I kind of fudged on this a little. It's, for me, like I said a few minutes ago, really not a full teaspoon, but that's just because I want this to be a little less greasy, perhaps, than the way other people might like it. Let me grab a spoon. There we go. Get all that good stuff out of the measuring spoon. And then finally, of course, as I said, the stars of our show, our lavender and our frankincense. And we're going to use 5 drops of each. Now, if you're new to essential oils or new to Young Living, that's 5. You will be interested to know that both of these oils are included in a premium starter kit, which is a really great way to get started, not only with essential oils, but with Young Living, because it includes 11 of the most popular essential oils. And like I said, lavender and frankincense are 2 that are included. 2, 3, 4, 5 of lavender. And then you're going to beat this with your stand mixer or your hand mixer for 4 to 5 minutes. And don't skimp on it, because I did that the first time I made this, and it looked pretty incorporated after about 2 minutes. But I found that the coconut oil was still a little lumpy, if you will. So definitely mix it for the full 4 to 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera so you guys don't have to listen to the sound or watch me mix. And I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. And as you can see, I've spent the last 4 or 5 minutes mixing this concoction. And boy, it makes the kitchen smell really good. And so now, as you can see, by the way, it's kind of the consistency of buttercream frosting, maybe. So it's pretty thick. I can hold the spoon upside down. It doesn't drip off. And it will actually get a little bit thicker as it sits in the jar. So I'm just going to spoon it out of my measuring bowl, my mixing bowl, and spoon it into the jar. And of course, you're going to want to get every last bit of it because this is some goodness here. All right. And there you have it. Put the lid on and you have got a Christmas gift, a Hanukkah gift, a New Year's gift, whatever you want to call it, ready to go. And as I said, just put a nice ribbon or bow on it, perhaps a label indicating what this is, how to use it, and what the ingredients are. And it's a really good idea to make sure that the label is waterproof and oil-proof if you can get it. By the way, you can get those labels on Amazon. And I should mention that all of the ingredients that I used today, with the exception, of course, of the essential oils, I did get on Amazon. My favorite place to shop, really. So thank you, and I hope you have happy holidays.